X, Instagram, Craigslist, MySpace, AOL dial-up, Netscape Communicator, our fax services, smoke services, everything, Napster, Pirates Bay, LimeWire. We should be live on all of those things now. I busted out some oldies in there, didn't I? So if you guys can see and hear us over on, at least you check out YouTube or Facebook or one of the main ones, that would be great. And let me know if you can hear the Zoom over there as well. And hopefully we don't have any echoes. There's no echoes going on anywhere, right? I put on my AirPods just so it wouldn't try to echo through the speakers. So moderator or somebody, go to YouTube. Let me know if we're live, up, everything's running, and we can hear everybody in the Zoom. That would be great. Okay, I'll check it myself. Do we have any moderators in here? Am I the only moderator alive still in here? Yeah, okay. Did I lose you? Do we have no more audio? Do we have no audio now? Why is there nobody checking on any of this stuff? What are we waiting on? Christmas? All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so Zoom is good. On YouTube, can you hear the Zoom members? And you can hear everybody that's in Zoom on YouTube as well? YouTube, you cannot hear the Zoom members? Is that what I just heard? Okay, thank you. Testing, testing. Zoom members want to say hello real quick. Yeah. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, something is broken with the audio on this. Why? Check audio. Nope. I have no desktop audio, which means it is not going to be filtered and funneled into there. Why? I don't know. Preview scene source. Okay. Let me see if I can add an audio. Because this is not working. All right, thank you.
Pro 3s. All right, let's try this.
Check. All
All
right,
right, over on YouTube, just need somebody to say hello off of our Zoom, see if that'll pick up. And let's see if it's picking up. I'm watching the delay. Still not picking up. Okay. Let's see.
Let's Try the Zoom audio device, see if that'll work. Okay, somebody on Zoom say hello. Damn, it is still not picking up. What is going on? Try
Default, check, test.
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 All right,
All right, that's default audio. Sorry, bear with me, gang. Now you know all the kind of nonsense they have to do behind the background, right? Holy crap. So this should be output device. Let me kill this. That is not working. Delete.
I have no way to grab that. Damn, I might have to mess with that later. Because I do not see it in there. All right, what are we watching this morning? What's going on? What's crack-a-lackin'? What did we do? How is oil? Anybody watching any oil, anything? Because every time I tell you there are overseas conflicts, I always tell you to look for oil, right? Okay, great. Is it doing anything? Is anything doing anything? I see, let's see. Yep, I agree. And I kind of anticipated that anyways. We're just talking about a bunch of crude oil too at this point, you know what I mean? So it's going to take a while before you can actually produce anything with it. Okay, SPY is up 0.24%, and I see Apple is down 0.3%. Checking the Qs now. I see the Qs are at 0.62%, so tech stocks are starting to move to the upside here in the pre-market. Had a runner on MOBX. MOBX at 41 cents is now up 53%. Looking good. GHRS is up 43%. Keep an eye on these hot stock picks. MNTS popped up to 945, and then it is now pulling back all the way back down to 775. I need to change the way my EMAs look, because this is horrible. I can't stand that blue. Okay, done. Okay, that's better. 9. Okay, 21. All right, perfect. You guys are watching me in real time if you've ever wanted to know how to do this, right? Now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to remove this chart. I'm going to remove this chart. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is... let's see. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up one chart in real time, right? And make sure this looks good. So we've got EWO in there. I've got my average true range. Let's see. Yep. 9. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen now. Okay, thank you. Good thing you said something. See, I'm just over here doing stuff like, hey, look at this training, advanced masterclass, showing you nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to see here, sir. In Zoom, you guys aren't going to see my video or my webcam, because the extra webcam that I had in the truck has not been in here in forever. So I apologize. So Zoom, you're not going to see my face today. Appreciate you though. All right, let me make sure. Okay. All right, can you guys see my Weeble now? Yay! Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to set up this primary chart. So down here, average true range, EWO, EMA, 921, the 200. What I like to do too is on my 9, I like to have this line just a little bit bigger, as you can see right here, right? So it really pops, because as you guys know, I mostly scalp, and I mostly scalp off this 9. So I really want this to pop out on the screen, right? That's what I want to see. So what I do is I set up one chart that I like, which is this one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this chart. So I'm going to grab right here. I'm going to say copy chart. Then I'm going to take this chart, put it where I want. Let me resize this. Basically what this does is it copies all the settings that I used off the first chart. So I don't have to sit here, right, and recreate every single chart. Just make sure you can see I've got this set to group 1, group 2, and this one should be group 3. There we go. So now I don't have to set all that nonsense up. Now on this chart, I do not want the average true range. Why? Because I don't have room down here, right? I'm on my MacBook. I don't have a ton of space off that. So I'm going to get rid of the ATR over here. So we've got everything that we want. I can see my EWO right here. I've got my chart. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this Apple one. I'm just going to grab this. Actually, I can put it in there. This super trend, don't really care about any of that. I know you guys like that. I don't really care about it, but if you want to use it, great. It's up to you. All right, there we go. So this one, let's do the same thing here. Sorry, my zoom and stuff is like all over my screen. Hold on. I got stuff in the way of my stuff. Bear with me. I gotta move some stuff around. This is way in the way. Remove. Remove. Okay. I think I got it all out of there, maybe? And I don't have my mouse in here, which is freaking me out doing all this with touchpad. I'm going crazy over here. Over here. All right, so same thing. I'm going to grab this chart. I'm going to say copy chart. I do not need the ATR on this. We're going to make sure this is a 2-minute. This one is going to be Apple, which is what I always have up on this chart. Yeah, I know. This one's going to be 2. There we go. I'm going to grab this chart. Let's shrink it down just a little bit so it'll fit. Put it right over here. Like this. Little dab will do ya. This one looks too large. Okay, come on, grab it. Grab it! But do you guys see how I'm editing? Oh, okay. See how I'm editing these charts in real time though? And I can just copy one to the other and save myself a headache, right? There we go. Okay, now I can't see the bottom, so I'm going to make this chart up here smaller. Like this. Is everybody still with me? Did I lose everybody? Oh, okay. It's awful quiet. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, I want to be able to see this, so it's going to look like this. Like this. Had to move it a little bit because I couldn't see the time frames down there. There we go. Hey, that looks better, right? That's nice. Just like that. And don't forget, after you make your changes, to resave it. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. Why is this in the way? Don't need that. Click save. Save, replace, and there we go. Right? Just the like of that. So now we're all set up for the day. Whee! That's nice. I will not be trading like this. I am not going to be using my touchpad hanging out in this, though. That's just not going to be my jam today. No, thank you. Alright, EWO. Why does this look so funny? There we go. Same thing down here. Let me grab it. There we go. Get it to the liking I want. There we go. There we go. Spy, Apple. Save it again. Replace. Yes. Thank you. And that's how it should look like. Is that how all your charts look? Everybody in here? All right. Good deal. That's about all I have. I mean, the only other thing, right, that we sometimes will use in here is the 55. So if you wanted that, just go into style right here, grab the 55. Right? That's what it'll look like. Okay, and then if you just want to take that one off quickly, just go right here into the edit, settings, same thing. Just go to style, pull the 55 off, and there you go. Just a like of that. Okay, and as always, if you guys are watching, make sure this truck is about 500 degrees. Hold on. Turn the seats off. You're killing me in here. Goodness gracious. Okay. What's the very first thing we do every single day on our chart when we show up? What's the number one thing? That's right. That's right. So we're going to do that first. So since I'm staring at this part, I'm going to do pre-market high, pre-market low. So I'm going to grab this here, right there. Okay. So that's our pre-market high so far. Obviously this could change before we get going, but I'm just marking what I have. Pre-market high, pre-market low. Okay. Previous day high. Right here. And what do you know? If you look at that, you see how previous day high was also pre-market high? Right? And we traded through that together, right? When I was on here. So it double tapped the top, pulled all the way down. Look at this. Remember, I was in here with you. All right. All the way down. So we got super paid, right? Okay, great. Does everybody remember when we hammered the pre-market high all into the low? Anybody? Bueller? Why is it so quiet in here? What? I don't understand that. When I ask a question, that's when I get a response. I don't understand. Why is it so effing quiet in here? Anybody? I don't get it. Moderators, where the fuck are you guys at? Holy, wake up. Holy shit. Yeah, no worries. You can't be the only moderator in the room. Let me look at the Zoom. Where the hell is everybody at? Why is it so quiet? How long have I been doing this? Do you know what happens when it gets quiet? I don't even want to be here. I can do this by myself if it's going to be quiet, right? Holy shit. Wake the F up. Come on. Oh my gosh. It was good. It's going to get a hell of a lot better if I can hear you guys. You guys know I'm like Happy Gilmore in here, right? I got to have some noise. I don't give a shit if it's quiet. I got to hear some noise when I'm in here. Holy cow. Jeez, oh Pete's. I'm over here falling asleep. Yeah, man. Damn, I don't want to put myself to sleep. You think I want to hear myself talk? I get enough of that shit. Yes. X. Is it Chev? What are the all right, I see Chevron. What is Exxon's ticker, please? Oh, I was doing XON. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yep. All right, X on, X off. Okay, yeah, you're right. 3%. Nice. Nicey nice. Everybody that's watching on live over there. Everybody that's watching on live over there, I want you to type in I'm awake. Type in I'm awake. Type in something. That's right. Type in something, for crying out loud. I can tell you this right now too, by the way, because I'm like half in, half out of being in this live today. Yeah, if I don't get this party started, I can tell you right now, I will not even make it to the bell. I already was like, man, because I got such a crazy busy ass week. I was like, I don't think I'm going to take today off because my week is so freaking packed with meetings, one-on-ones, mentorships. Like every single day this week, I've got so much crap. I was like, I'm just going to take Monday off. So the fact, that's probably another reason my wife's like, just go, just get out of the house for a minute, go do something. Because I'm 1 foot out the door of being here today. I'm just going to be honest with you. So if this thing shuts down, you'll know why. Coach did not want to be here today. You guys ever have that, you go into work, you're like, ah, damn it, I don't want to be at work today. That is today. Today, I feel like I don't want to be at work. Love your faces, but I am human. I am human just like all of you, right? And it could be from the break and Christmas and all this other stuff, and I'm not there yet. So yeah. Yeah. I did get a new little trimmer though, little Ace trimmer thing, which is a little Ace trimmer. So it's working out all right. I'm waiting to see if I'm gonna break one of the clips on it, but we'll see. All right, you're awake. Good. Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you. Yeah, Jimmy got his first razor. Only had to make like $1 million before he'd buy himself a razor. Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we just talked about that. Where have you been? Where, where have you been? Literally just talked about all that. Oh my. Is this thing on? Am I being punked? Am I being punked right now? Oh boy. Oh, real quick, we got a runner here real quick. VRME, 72%. VRME, nice little penny stock. Let me take a peek. Oh yeah, 10 million free float. 10 million free float on it. VRME. Checking my L2s. I see a wallet at let's see, $18, $20, about 5,000 each. Let's see, volume is at 11 million, so we're getting good volume on this. Average volume is 500K. We got good volume in here. That's VRME. Yeah, Keith, you got that right. Keith says, when it ain't happening, it ain't happening. Better to walk away and come back ready. I know, it's all right. I always try to at least survive through, get you to the bell a little after, do the things. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, so VRME starting to make a move. We'll see what it wants to do. Oh, real quick, before I forget, we're running a throwback sale back to when we first started 3.5 years ago. $500 for a year of training. So if you are interested in signing up with us, you can get a whole year right now for $500. Now here's what's really crazy. Check this out. If you sign up for that year on the same day, for $250 more, I'll give you another year. So for $750, you'll get 2 years, which in turn I think saves you about $2,250. So this is my 2026 throwback sale to when we first started, so take advantage of that. Just go to our website, American Dream Trading, and you'll see the button that says to join our memberships or the free workshop class. Click this button. Speaking of free workshop class, on Thursday in 3 weeks, the third Thursday, which is the 22nd at 4 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Eastern, they have a free workshop for day trading, starting your day trading journey. So if you've ever been interested, you want to learn more, it is absolutely free. You do not need a membership. Just click the button on our website. It'll take you in and ask for some basic information just to make sure you're a human being, and you will have access. Everybody that's in the room, I don't care what membership you have, if you do not register for the class, you do not have access. You must register for the class to have access. You like that? Yeah! Yeah, baby! See, I got myself cracking up. Yes, absolutely. You guys hear that? I'm over here rhyming. I'm rapping for you. This is what I do for you. I'm the rapping coach. I know. Yay! Appreciate you. What's the? Oh, good. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, usually I got my little buttons that I do. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the biggest one right now, right? Is the throwback. Thank you. Good to see you over there, Samuel. I see you. Listen, if you guys have any questions, it's 9 o'clock, right? If you guys have any questions at all, fire them off. For sure. I'm here. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And real quick, speaking of amazing moderators, I want to thank all of them right now. Now, listen, I have a different list, and I don't want to forget anybody. So if I do, just yell them out. I don't have my notepad like I normally do. So thank you to Bruno, Bucko, Chris, David, Doug, F2, our brand new moderator, James, Don, Mark, Miranda, Eminem, Palm Coast, Ralph, Richard, Unhappily a Housewife, Gilly, Diesel Dan, and I think that's it. Am I missing any? Because I don't have them on my list. Anybody? No? Okay. All right. I think we got them. Hopefully. Also, thank you to any of our military members, anybody that's serving or that has served. Thank you so much. We honor and respect you every day. Same thing with all of our first responders, firefighters, police officers, teachers, doctors, nurses, and all my truck drivers around the world. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Listen, if you guys are watching for free, if you're watching for free and you want to get into that free workshop class, type in free right now. Type in free if you want to get in on the free workshop on everything you're watching me on. Type in free if you want into the free workshop. That'd be great. Type it in. Type it in there. Free. Typey type. TikTok numbers are way down. This is why I'm trying to get you to engage, right? TikTok loves to feed the algorithm by you tapping on anything, right? Double tap the screen, click the share, type in something, wakey wake. That's right. Come on, type in stuff. This is what feeds the machine. They love it. Speaking of algorithm feeding the machine and all the things we have, has anybody gone to our YouTube channel? We just started promoting and pushing more YouTube videos out again. We have what? 3,200 YouTube videos, all training videos now. Thank you, Woodsy. I see you. Alex, thank you. I see it. Robert Russell, good morning. Ken, good morning. I see all of you. Thank you. Type in that free if you want that free workshop on Thursday, the 22nd. Thank you. Don't forget, by the way, our new thing, we're going to run all of 2026. You throw in a galaxy or whatever we say for the day, we will follow you back. Throw in a galaxy over on the TikToks, and we will, this primary account, we will follow you back, the real account. So thank you. Let's get those gifts going. Thank you, Dr. One Fly, for the heart. The heart, me. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Papa Todd? Soon to be members. Yes, welcome. Oh, sorry, my wife just texted me. Hold on one second. She went to the doctor's this morning. Let me see what's going on. Give me just 1 second. Oh, no. Okay. All right, thank you. Terry Warfield, is that you over there I see on my TikTok? Get out of here. What? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Terry, by the way, is an amazing YouTuber. Make sure you check him out. Terry Warfield, just like it sounds. Great guy. Known him for years and years and years from doing, in my tech space. Remember, once upon a time, I used to have a tech YouTube channel for about, I don't know, a decade. I used to do a lot of interviews, go into different events like HTC, right, over in Taiwan. I used to do all sorts of weird stuff. Good to see you, though, Terry. Appreciate you, man. We have a lot of YouTubers, by the way, that are a part of the membership. Appreciate you. I think one of the YouTubers we have in here has over 5 million subscribers, so we have a lot of people in here. We've got professional athletes, movie actors and actresses. Some of them you would definitely know. We've got reality TV stars. We've got American gladiators, which is crazy, right? We got all sorts of stuff. Right? Yeah, if you saw Terry, you'd think so. He's huge. Terry is ripped. Yeah, he is ripped. Do you guys go ahead? What's the exact ticker? Oh, Soxel. Okay. Yeah, Soxel. I've been talking about Soxel for 3 years. It's one of my favorite stocks. I assume you are newer in here? Awesome. Welcome, man. Glad to have you here. Soxel, I told everybody to get in Soxel when it was a little over $6. It says 683. Come on, man. Damn it. I know, I hear you. Yeah, I see it up there on the double top on the 1 hour. Is that what you're looking at? Yep, and I see it if you go all the way back to October, the end of October, it hit it at $50.76. So technically, this is a major resistance area. Does everybody see that on Soxel? The closer we get to $51, it's hit it a lot. It hit it back in October, then it did it again in December, and now it's doing it again, right? And these are the all-time high areas too, right? Or was it 56 or 57? Let me go back farther. Yeah, okay. So it ended up getting up to 69. So we're all right there. Are you in a long-term hold, or are you just looking at scalping it? I got you. Yep, good deal. That's a good eye. Yep. So everybody, just so you're aware, right, we're going to come up to a major resistance level the closer we get to $50.70-ish cents. Now, the fact that Soxel is around $50, you know that we have to have some sort of variance, right? With SPY, it is 25 to 40 cents just because it's such a higher number at 683. Where Soxel, you're probably going to be anywhere between 5 and 15 cents. So the closer we get, right, to that $50.70, if you took 15 cents away, we're almost there now, right? So 50, 55-ish, just so we have some kind of number, right? We don't know what that exact number is, but we are coming up on that ceiling. So good call. And also look at Soxel today is up 6.6%, right? Now, I know that you're newer here. Just remember, if a stock runs up in the pre-market, what is it typically going to do at the open, everybody? Go. That's right. That's right. And why would it do that? Why would it do that? That's right. So everybody from the day before or holding it previous, right, they are going to want to take their profit right at the open. So that's why typically you'll see if it runs up into the pre-market, watch for it to sell off at the open. Then we're going to be watching for support to see if it's going to have a continuation to the upside or if it's going to come all the way back down where it started, right? Which is, in this case, has a long ways to go. But if you look at previous day high, which is what we're going to be using if this pulls back, is going to be around $48. Everybody see it? So we'll be watching those areas. So if you are watching Soxel, make sure you mark pre-market high, pre-market low, previous day high, previous day low, and then we're going to start watching, right, these major key areas. So 49, what do we got here? Yeah, right here, about 49.70. You can see that as support. If it can't hold that, we're looking at closer to 49 flat, right? Does everybody see how that works? Okay, great. The ticker was SOXL, Soxel. It's all the chip stocks, right? We've been talking about that for years. It's one of my absolute favorite stocks. It's a 3X ETF. Uh-huh. No. That's way too low. No, no, no. Yeah, that's way too low. I don't. It would really. You'd have to be something so drastic for this to come into the low 40s like that again. Sounds like you're talking about swing trading. If you're talking about swing trading, go off of your EWO and use the 1 or a 4 hour. Yep. Yeah, we're just talking about scalping here before the market sets up. If you guys are talking about long-term swing trading, you want to be looking at the 4 hour or the day chart. And if you look at the 4 hour, you can see we are now on the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicators beyond the open of it, right? So the perfect time would have been exactly January 2nd for entry on the long. Does everybody see it? That would have been your entry if you were looking to swing that, right? So we use the EWO exactly the same way, regardless if we are using 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, a week, a day. Does that make sense? So, yep. You're Yeah, absolutely. Great question. Just remember, the longer time frame you're looking at holding it, the bigger the chart you want, meaning the longer time frame. If you're just looking at holding it for a week or two type of situation, you could go 30 minutes, an hour. If you want to look at, like 2 or 3 weeks, we want to look again at a 1 hour to 4 hour. If you want to hold it for a couple months, we want to look at a day. And if we want to hold it longer, obviously we want to look at like a week chart, right? So that's kind of, just remember, the longer you want to hold, the longer time frame you want to have. That's why when we scalp, we're literally like on a 30-second or a 1 minute, right? And if we're doing a 2 minute EWO, because that is an intraday, meaning same day trade, we use the 2 minute. If you guys get into a good 2 minute and you just want to calm down and not be panicking and watching, red, green, after you're in it and you're all set up and following the rules, you can flip that then to a 5 minute, which kind of will slow down, right? Slow your brain down so you're not looking at every candle movement. So that's kind of how we'll handle that. And again, welcome to the party. We're glad to have you here. How did you hear about us, by the way? Did you scoop us up on TikToks? Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. Listen, it happens. It really does. It's happened to a lot of people. You get in, you're like, oh, I can do this, and the things, and no, you're forever a student. I'm the same way. Listen, I've been doing this now. Now I can officially say for 34 years, I am still a student to this game, right? I will always want to learn more, get better, right? All the things that we do inside of this room, I still and forever, and you all should be as well, be a student, right? If something better comes along, we will use it. If there's another strategy that makes sense, we will absorb it, right? All the things. Like, we should always be a student. This is one of those things where, I mean, look at Mark and some of the other people that are in the room now, right? They are multimillionaires a lot of times over. They're still in the room. They still want to get better. Hell, and most of them are still training. You look at Palm, right? So we have some of the best traders in the world that are still in here. And I'm telling you right now, the ones that dip out for a while, they always come back. Do you guys remember when Jimmy came back in about 8 months ago? He's like, well, I'm starting to trade a little bit again, right? They come in, but they just kind of stay on the sidelines more, because if they pop in, they already know 87 million people 4 hours later with questions. Kind of like a celebrity what rolls in the room. I already know why, but yeah, you should Yeah, you should forever be a student of the game, just like Richard. Yeah, it really does, right? If we let our ego and pride and crap get in the way, it's just going to slow you down. And if you guys bring in, I, I talked about it this morning, and I might as well do it now since we're all in here and the live is up and running. Listen, there are reasons why we don't use buzzwords like supply and demand, liquidity, fair value gaps, inverted fair value. We don't use any of that in here because it's all a bunch of BS lingo, right? These are the little kids trying to sound intelligent using words you've never heard before, trying to sell you their courses. Listen, I'm going to be honest with everybody that's in the room like I always am. The stock market is always and always has been forever. And remember, I've been doing this a long time. It is all about support and resistance. I don't give a shit what you want to call it. I don't care what kind of new sticker is put on it for the kids, right? They can call it all these concepts and all this bullshit. Gang, it is support and resistance. That is it. That is all, right? It's not, right, manipulation and that's all bullshit, just so everybody in the room knows, right? It's support and resistance. And here at American Dream Trading, the reason why we are more successful than any trading and training community that has ever existed in history is because we keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple and stupid, right? Not that our strategies are simple and stupid, but the language we use, the way we do it. Listen, if you start getting into supply and demand, and then they start getting into weird zones, right, and all sorts of dumb shit. Guys and gals, listen to me very carefully. As somebody who has now trained the greatest stock market traders in the world, and we can repeat it daily, it is support and resistance. That is it. That is all. Sorry, I wish I could sell you on capitulation and manipulation and into disasteration, and it's all bullshit. I'm telling you right now, right? We look at a history of where buyers were and where sellers were. You want to know why a double top and a double bottom works? Because us real professionals aren't talking about bullshit inverted fair value gaps. We know where the buyers and sellers are sitting, which is also known as your level 2s, right? That's why we also train you on L2s, right? L2 is support and resistance. That's it. That's all. So I hate to burst your bubble, and I know I don't get to sell you cool little shirts and talk fancy in here and dumb shit. But we are hundreds of millions in profits by support and resistance and nothing else. Make sense? Okay, great. Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you. Good morning. That's right. Mm-mm. Thank you. I appreciate that. 3.5 now. That was like when we first started, right? That's why I thought that'd be kind of cool to kick off 2026 with the throwback pricing, right? So, yay. Nope. Nope. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you everybody that's in here. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, listen, we don't that's the thing, right? Is I'm not trying to sell you a bunch of stuff. I want to help you guys, right? Now I know we have different tiers and things obviously because that's higher levels of training. The premium membership is a great way though to get started, right? Get in, check it out. What do we have? Listen, $500. I know it's going to sound terrible, but what is that? 4 times going out now with the way prices are, right? 4 times going out. You and the missus or you and the mister or whatever, right? You go out, you have a couple drinks, you have dinner, $125. 4 times for a year of training inside of the Zoom. There are 300 people in here right now. And I'm not kidding when I say this. We have the best stocks, options, and futures traders in the world. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. I'm not fluffing numbers. Nothing. In the world, in this room. And a lot of them now are your full-time moderators, right? So get in here. Check it out. All we ask is come in with that empty cup. I know you guys hear it, all sorts of stuff, and you're on your like 47th Discord. Listen, I get on there all the time, and I try to see what people are doing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, please, you're not listening to this crap, right? Selling you bots and call outs and telegrams and WhatsApps and just direct message me, send me your emails. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are sending that stuff to a little kid. You're literally sending that stuff to a bunch of people that don't understand anything that's going on. And then I'm watching them paper trading off of their, brand new prop firm $49 accounts. And you guys are like trading with them. And I'm like, oh my gosh. First of all, never copy trade anybody, including me or anybody in the room. Ever. I don't give a crap. Some of us have different risk tolerances. Some of us are trading extra things. Sometimes I'm trading Webull, TD, or Robinhood, like behind the scenes. I could have one going up and one going down and all sorts of weird stuff. Like, gang, never, ever, even in our own live Apple chat, do not copy trade off of David. Yes, he is a millionaire doing what he's doing off of, right, American Dream Trading, and he's become an excellent, amazing trader and trainer, one of the best in the world. We don't copy trade. That's not what we're doing it for, right? I literally just need to get you guys to understand how to do it, how the mechanics works, right? How to have in your stop losses, how to do the things that you're supposed to be doing. It is never to mirror or mimic somebody trading. Don't ever do that. We want to help you so you understand. When you look at the chart, it should be like, oh, this is why they're doing that. Oh, this is why Coach longed it. Oh, this is why I shorted it. This is why, right? Not just, oh, Coach got into a long, I'm going to do it too. Oh, crap. Because I might only be in the trade for 6 seconds, make 20 grand, and I'm out. And you went in there, right, with maybe a larger part of your account, and you're holding it for 30 seconds, and you're getting crushed. And I'm like, well, I made 10 grand. You're like, how did you do that? We're not trading the same. We're not coming from the same place, the same pool of money, the same risk management, the same tolerance, right? So I don't want anybody in the room doing any of that. You need to learn how to train or learn how to trade by training with us. So please, whether it's us, another company, whoever you trust, it doesn't matter. Do not, for all that is holy, never copy anything. And bots don't work, gang. If those bots worked, the people selling them would be freaking billionaires. It's an automated system. They'd put it on their Ninja Trader and let the bot run forever. Why would they be talking to you? It'd be bazillions of dollars, right? Just so you guys know the difference between me. You're like, well, why are you in here training? I'll tell you why. Because I decided when I became a full-time trainer that I'm not a full-time trader anymore. My job is to train you. I get paid. Listen to me. I'm not trying to be ego freak maniac. I get paid. You pay me millions of dollars a year to train you, not for me to trade. Thank you. So the other people you're watching, they get to trade. That's all they do, and then they disappear into whatever, and they don't have anything, and there's no training. You're paying to watch them trade. I train you so you can make all the money. Results not guaranteed. Trading is hard. All the things. Listen, real quick before we get this party started, do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account ever in any given day. Make sure you have stop losses on each and every trade. Use a paper trading account only when you start. Do not use real money. Make sure you guys don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Journal each and every day. That will help you out. Go in with small position sizes, which will allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. Start with those rules first before anything else, and listen to the sound of my voice, for crying out loud. Love your faces. Let's crush this market. You guys are awesome. Here we go. Hopefully my time is synced. I know we had that issue last time. Okay, here we go. Now remember to keep an eye on Saxo, right? One of our amazing new members here mentioned that. So we're right up there on the cusp. Just keep an eye on it. We're at 7.5% on Saxo. We'll see what it's going to do. Now remember, this is coming off of all of this. By the way, CES is going on right now. CES, right, is the Consumers Electronic. It's the largest, right, Consumers Electronic show in the world. It's going on right now. This is why we're getting a boost in AI and chip technology, okay? In case you guys are wondering. All right, love your faces. So, Saxo continuing to run to the upside at 8%. Just remember, if you are in there, right, start to shed. Shed as it goes. Get in, get green. You don't have to get all the way out, but shed as it goes. Don't get greedy. SPY. Now listen, normally, just so you know, normally, right, if it runs up in the pre-market, it pulls. So I'm still waiting to see if SPY is going to pull here at all. Now, obviously, we've had overseas things come up. I can't talk about it on live, right? But a lot of this is going to have implications of what's going to happen today. There goes Saxo starting to pull back here, but it did hit $51, which is awesome. Apple pulling back. So Apple did what we were talking about, right? It tried to run up to the bell. So ran up in the pre-market, pulled at the open. 2-minute EWO. Everybody's going to be very patient with Apple here, right? It's been Apple for the last couple weeks has popped at the open and then pulled back. So I need you to be paying attention to that. Apple coming down to a pre-market double bottom for support at 270. So you are going to watch for a bounce at 270 on Apple. If it can break through 270, you guys will be set up for a 2-minute EWO. There it goes, breaking through. There is your second 2-minute EWO on Apple. Does everybody see it? Let it form. Let it stay below 270. 270 is going to be the main area for Apple. As long as you stay below 270, you are going to be in great shape on that 2-minute EWO. I hope you can hear the sound of my voice. Okay, thank you. Yep, I see it. Yeah, and SPY, I want to now see it above 688 if I'm going to long that, right? Yep, just to give us a little bit of room, that 25 to 40 cent variance, get out of that area. Good call. If you guys see anything else, please let me know. I am on my little MacBook, so I don't have 80 different million screens running. I'll do the best I can. But if you see anything, any 2-minute EWOs especially, please let me know. Hot stock pick, MNTS to the upside, 1080. Remember, we talked about this morning. I liked it above this 950 I had marked right here. It's now closing in on $11 on MNTS. Looking to see if anything else is driving out. This is in a critical area. DVLT, Data Vault. DVLT. Watching to see if it can get above this $1.35. Do not look at this. I would wait for the break and hold technically until $1.38. So everybody see it? That's pre-market high. So watch for that above $1.38. Is anybody in Apple 2-minute EWO to the downside called out at the open below 270? Thank you. Thank you. Now remember, you're looking for pullbacks, in this case, right at a bounce to the upside. When it does do that, you guys will be looking at shedding. 50, 20, 20, 10, 50%, 20, 20, leave the last 10% as a runner. Don't get scared, let it work. You guys are already in the green. The farther it gets away from you, the more room you want to give it, the more rope you want to give it, right? Let it go. Now, when and only when is the only time you can add into a trade? Tell me. That's right. Never when it's going against you. We never want a dollar cost average into a loser. That is a losing proposition every single freaking time. Okay, great. Apple 2-minute EWO, third 2-minute EWO now to the downside. Apple now down 1%. Love Apple here in this area. Now you have broke below previous day low at 269. That's another indication that it's so far so good to the downside, right? Good stuff. Thank you. Yep, Tesla broke our pre-market critical areas. Tesla also is now in a 6-star trade. Just remember, of course, Tesla extremely volatile. You just want to be very careful with Tesla always, right? Amazon has got ridiculous candles over here. Oh my. Oh yeah. Yeah. Everybody on Amazon, you want to wait for a break and hold above that 220. I'd say above 229.30. Okay. 229.20 maybe to get early. But the reason I say that is because if when it sticks around 229, even if it pops through a little bit, it's still technically on a double top, right? So you don't want to be trading at the ceiling trying to go long. You want to make sure it breaks and holds through the ceiling. Are we all on the same page with Amazon? Okay, great. Glad to hear it. Okay, thank you. INTC. Second, let's take a peek. Second 2-minute EWO to the downside. You're sitting on the 200 though. See it right there, partner? Yep, Yep, okay, perfect. Now, the reason I say that, everybody, is if you're like, oh, but it's the 2-minute EWO, and this previous, right, is longer than the previous indicator. Not when it's sitting on support. The 200 is support. We want to wait for it to clearly break through support before we try to short this. Because if it's going to bounce, it will be at this location. And why would we ever do that? Make sense? Meta. Okay, looking at it now. Yes, Meta stair stepping up. 2-minute EWO, 6-star trade on Meta. 6-star trade on Meta. Good call out, Nana. Q's bounced off of 617, but that is a squirrely mess. So far, momentum to the downside. Notice the same thing on the Q's. It hit 617, and then it bounced all the way up to VWAP. So mark 617, because if it's going to show us that, we want that information. Oh, 617 was a huge area in the pre-market. Does everybody see that? That was a gold level in the pre-market. See how many times, excuse me, see how many times it touched? Okay, great. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. SPY, not doing anything. Do not trade SPY around VWAP. Leave it alone. If it's not going in one direction or the other, because we're momentum traders, we don't want to touch that, right? Shane, EWO is the Elliott Wave Oscillator. It's just an indication of momentum. That's what we use here when we get into some of these trades. And I have tons of videos on that. Go to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Great question, though. Excuse me. Soxel. Now remember, right? Soxel hit 51.22 4 times on the 1 minute. Do you see it? Excuse me. It could not break through that level, so that is lights out now, right? Now everybody's collecting that money we originally talked about. Soxel's now down on the 200 MA. We'll see what it's going to do down there. You're welcome, Shane. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Dr. One Fly, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. SPY still sitting here consolidating, meaning going sideways. If something is going sideways, we don't want to do anything with that, right? We're just going to be patient with SPY. Yep, yep. Yeah, we're looking to see if that's going to break now below that that 21. It's using it as support. So we, again, don't touch it. Wait for it to either break new high or break below the 21 and hold. Don't do it when it's floating around it, though. There's a difference, right? If it's just touching and tapping it, leave it alone, because it could reverse on you because it's still in that general area. A break and hold is going to be either another candle lower than the previous candle or the longest candle you can have, because it's going to take that much to come back. But you're also going to watch to see if it stalls out, meaning a giant candle stops. It does not make a new lower low or higher high off of that previous candle. That's a stalled out candle. Then we're looking for a 50% retracement, meaning coming back into the same candle. So there's a lot to that. Just pay attention. Okay, love your faces. All right, Apple. So Apple right here. Excuse me. You can see Apple is showing support at 267.85. Okay. It's still to the downside as of right now, but you can clearly see, remember we talked about it this morning, support and resistance is everything, that there are buyers sitting at 267.80-ish, right? So that's why you want to see it break through. All the buyers will be gone, and then it will sell out. So right now, again, you're just sitting there patiently waiting. Now remember, the move on Apple was 2-minute EWO to the downside below 270. You got that beautiful candle that broke way down there. You're still okay, right? If it breaks above 269, I want to take some off the table though, right? Otherwise, chill out, calm down, go to a 5-minute, relax. Is everybody relaxed? Are we good? Are we cool? Okay, all right, all right. No, ice cold, I like it. Everybody on all the lives type in ice, because we're ice cold on this trade. Ice, ICE. SPY, same thing. Look at it. It bounced off that 21. Didn't we just talk about that 21? I said do not short that sucker until you get a break and hold below that, right? That's the stuff that will burn you up. Thank you. I see Ice, Nunya, Fred, Dill, Shane, Mike. I see you all over there. Thank you. Apple back up to the 9. Now remember I said that 269, right? That's where I'd want to take some. If it does, you still got VWAP just above it. Shed as you go. Collect as you go. Don't freak out. If you are an advanced 2-minute EWO rider, only advanced, you could either add a position here or wait for it to get to VWAP. You're already in the green. You shed on the bottom because remember, advanced 2-minute EWO, we're combining a 2-minute EWO strategy with some scalping technique. If you don't know how to do that, don't do it. All you're going to do is get yourself into trouble, right? So if you haven't mastered the first set of the 2-minute, don't try to add anything to it. Do you understand? Are we all on the same page? Great. Thank you. I see it. SPY coming back up to that 687.64. It is. And this is going to be a double top, though, right? A micro double top from the open. Right? The other thing that you guys need to be aware of today is we could have news events. I always tell you to have your stop losses in, but remember, because of the stuff overseas, at any time, listen, at any time in the next couple weeks, there could be major news events out of that, right? Companies for oil, anything weird that could come out of that situation can completely change this market. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be permanently, but you better be ready for those, any type of news event, right? We've also got news where they can try to make it look one way or the other, right? We don't know. I'm just saying, please be careful of news events with this tension and weird stuff going on. Thank you. I'm looking for it to hold up here to go long if it doesn't break. Now, I would not be in this yet. Not a long yet. Right? This is still a short. This is still a double top right now. This is the short, right? So technically, I would be shorting this with a tight stop, which would be around a little above 688. So 688.10-ish, maybe a little bit more. And there you go. Right? I'd be looking for this quick scalp up here on this cup or this double top. Yeah, a little higher. I'd like to see it above around 688.20, 688.25. Yep. 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 Yeah. That's a FOMO candle, right? Where you want to like, oh, I want in it. I want to be in that. Yep, absolutely. Apple, you guys were collecting, right? Notice it never, it just didn't pull back at all, right? So you guys are collecting. Yep, good job. All right, thank you. Yeah, see, and look at SPY off of this double top. Do you see why we don't do it? Look at SPY off this double top where I said I would be shorting it. Yes? Yep. These are FOMO candles where everybody's like, oh, I want to get in it. And then wham! Yep. It's just going to run forever. It's not. Thank you. It's not a sweep. That's a double top, right? There's to get that liquidity sweep, kitty trash bullshit out of your heads. This is a double top pullback. All the sellers were all sitting at the double top all the way to VWAP. Isn't this what we're trained to do? I tell you every single freaking time, right? Off of double tops, double bottoms, we look for the move back to what? That's right. Yep, or the 200. If the 200 is before it, obviously that's going to be the first one. But we always look for that move, right? That's the first move. Yep, that's the first move. Look at this. Did anybody get in on that double top on SPY? We talked about it. I said I would short it. right? And I didn't want you to long this thing. Yes. Glorious. That turned into a great trade, didn't it? Isn't that funny? Oh, and everybody wanted to long it, right? Trust me, all the instincts in you wanted to long it, am I right? Yup. Oh, hell yeah, right? That's why I said, what is my 2 favorite trades of all time? Yep. And didn't we perfectly execute this? We talk about this all the time. We get into that early. We set where we have our stop loss, 25 to 40 cent variance off that, right? We talk about it all the time. Okay? And then we get to take it for a ride. This is SPY we're looking at here, Gav. It's the S&P 500. It's the ETF of SPX. Is everybody loving life now because you think the old man was crazy when I was talking about shorting that? How many in the room? Tell me. Be honest. How many of you in the room are like that? I wouldn't do that, coach. That's stupid. Be honest. Go on. Yeah, I love it. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, and a lot of times when I make these trades, I know it looks crazy. Like, what are you doing, old man? Now, listen, it's not always going to work. Let's be honest. It's just not always going to work because you're like, every time I do a double top, I get burned. No, it's not every time. That tells me you're not doing it every time because guess what? Odds statistically will state it will do it more times than not. So you can't tell me every time I do it. No, you're cherry picking it, right? You're only doing it sometimes, not all the time. I do it every single time as long as it makes sense. Now this one made sense. Now if this would have immediately came back up for a triple, I start to get hesitant, right? We talk about that too. If it happens really fast, if it gets there quick, right? Those are some of the other things we need to pay attention to. It did not get here quick. First time it touched was at 9:32. Second time we talked about it's 9:46. That is not quick. It's not bunched up. It wasn't quick, right? None of that. I mean, look at this. No. No. Nope. Yep. No. Oh, you know what? Kind of. Yeah. I see what you're saying. You're seeing it off of right here, 686.55. Yep, I see it. Yeah, I don't like it as much, but it's there. But that's just one wick. But yeah, it's technically there, but I don't like it there. If I was looking more for a stronger double bottom, it's going to be right here exactly, which is 686.20-ish. But yes, 686.50. I got you. Okay. And look at that bounce. Good call. Yeah, look at that. You hit the bounce off that 686.50. I didn't love it, but it's definitely there off of this wick. Now remember, so anytime, what is the rule anytime you come into an area like that? Don't we shed? And why? And why do we do that? Why do we do that? Yeah, number one, yep, that's right. So number one, we collect when we're in profit, which guarantees money, right? Number two, you don't know if it's going to be in a continuation or bounce. So why risk it? Number three, if it does then continue with the momentum of whatever direction you were in, can't you always then add? These are scalps we're talking about. I can do this 17,000 times today. So if I shorted the double top and I took some at VWAP, it breaks below VWAP and I add, it comes down to 686.55 on this wick double bottom and I take some. Do you see how we're playing that? And then it got up to VWAP. On VWAP, we're watching it again. If it shorts, if it falls below VWAP, add. If it pops above it, take. Do you see how we are manipulating this right here? You see how I'm adding the short? Because then, let's say I add 5 contracts now. If it popped above VWAP, I would take the 5 off, but still have, let's say, the original 5 I started with on the double top. Does that make sense? We are now using these little areas to make more money. And if you're not comfortable with all that, all you've done is double top. You took some at VWAP, you took some at 680, 655, and now you got like 3 left, or 2 left, or 1 left, right? Does that make sense? We all on the same page? Yep. Yeah, so we collect always to lock in profit. We can always add in our favor. If it continues to go against, take to get out, right? Otherwise, leave some in there, okay? So yeah, this is how we're shedding a scalp. You don't have to go all in, all out, all in, all out, all in, all out. Because remember, every time you click buy to get in, you've created new risk. If I've already taken the risk off the double top, I don't need to mess around anymore. Now I can let her run. So you might start with a tiny scalp that turns into an all-day intraday trade. Make sense? Okay, great. Good deal. Good stuff. Yep. Good stuff. You guys are crushing it. I don't even know why I'm here. You guys are ready. I'm out of here. They know what they're doing. We're done. Shut the whole thing down. Shut down the academy. Shut it down. Oh, I see it. I see it. Now this one, remember, we want this to stay above. I mean, technically it's $1, but if you look at this $1.07, right? And right now, you guys are at that consolidation area. So you're looking at high is $1.17. That's your ceiling. Okay, all the way down to $1.07. Now, some of you in here, once you get really good at scalping, and this is going to be really ridiculous, you're going to be like, there's no way, that sounds stupid. Jimmy made his first $3 to $5 million off of stocks exactly like this, moving 6 cents. You buy 2,000 shares, 10,000 shares, 20,000 shares that move 6 cents, right? You make $200, $500, $1,000, $50, $200, $1,000, right? You could do this 15, 20 times if it continued to consolidate, right? Yep. So think about it. You set your buy at $1.07, right? 10,000 shares. It spikes up to around this $1.15, right? Boom, 7 cents. I take my money out. I wait for it to come back down. We used to call it waiting the weeds, which is buying on support. Buy it again, sell it on the top, buy it again on the bottom, sell it at the top. Next thing you know, you just made 10 grand in under 8 minutes off of a 6 cent moving stock. Make sense? Yep. And I'm not kidding. Anybody that was in the room, you know I am talking facts right now. Yep. So this is another way, right? So don't freak out about consolidation where it'll stay in a channel. I love channels because guess what? Worst thing that can happen, it finally breaks below or above or whichever side you were going on. You get stopped out. You wait for the next area to either channel or break through that area to get back to the channel you were in, and you run it again. You could run the same channel 50 times if it lets you. And look at what did it just do just now on VRME. Didn't it come all the way back down to $1.07 stop, and now we're at $1.12? You see how it's, yeah, 5 cents right there. Ding, 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 ding. 10,000 shares, 10,000 shares, 10,000 shares, 10,000 shares. Right? Okay, now. All right, thank you. Oh, good, thank you. And no, not 6 cents like your senses. 6 cents as in dollar amount. But you might have a 6 cents if you get it right. Oh, that's terrible. I'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your moderators. It's terrible. Thank you. Hot stock pick TMDE. Thank you. It wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, because it wasn't doing anything in the pre-market. We wouldn't have been able to catch it because it didn't happen until open. By the way, that call out was TMDE. Delta Echo at the end. TMD Energy Limited, right? We were talking about energy companies this morning, right? So this one is a banger, 161%. Free float is only 3.5 million. You just come in and buy every share they have available. No, I'm not doing that. Don't freak out. No, I don't call them out to move. That's illegal, by the way. So no, I'm not. I'm not trading it. Don't freak out. But TMDE. But yeah, I could easily come in and buy every one of those shares that are available. Like give me those, right? Don't recommend it. What's the unhalt time on TMDE? 10:02 exactly. Perfect. Thank you. So 10:02:44 on TMDE. Again, make sure you have your stop losses in place. Don't forget, even if you have a stop loss, it can still run right through your stop loss and you can lose money, because remember, a stop loss is just a market order or a stop limit order, whatever you have set at that price. Does not mean they're going to have a buyer sitting there or get to you in time. I need you to understand that. A stop is not a guaranteed sell at your price. It is an order to sell at your price. And this is where Interactive Brokers, Lightspeed, some of those other brokerages come in that you spend a lot more money, right? They take advantage of that because they go right to the source. No middleman. Weeble's a middleman, right? It's a middle ground. You create the order, it goes to Weeble, Weeble goes to a house, it comes back to Weeble, comes back to you, right? So there's a delay. We're what? Is it 10:02:40? 10:02:44, right? I just want to make sure I have the 10:02 correctly. So 30 seconds, am I right? Okay, 30 seconds on TMDE. If you don't know how to trade it, don't. If you do, this could have a nice potential. Now, going small, okay? If you have $100 and it moves 20 cents, it's a $20 risk, right? So you have 100 shares, average true range, yeah, is like 10 cents. Yep, average true range is 10 cents. Okay, it is live now to the upside. So remember, small entries is a lower risk, and it allows it to work so you don't get stopped out 87,000 times, right? Great. This is not I'm not telling you to buy anything. We do not tell you to buy or sell anything. I'm just telling you it's a good opportunity. It's got good momentum. It's a very small float. It's coming off the energy stuff that's going on right now. Going small, have a stop or a trailing stop. Do all the things you are trained on and crush its soul. 185, 186%. 175, bouncing around. It's now sitting at $1.24. L2s are showing sellers at $1.29. Only 12,000 shares though, gang. That is not a lot. Watching the volume. Volume's at 19, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 20 million. A lot of volume. $1.29. Sellers still stacking up. 17,000 shares. Sellers moved or got bought out. Watch your L2s. L2 $1.29 is only 6,700 sitting there for sellers. Not a lot. A lot of buyers coming in. Huge orders of buys coming in. Look at the L2. See them? Now up 182%. Floating around. About 5% in there. Make sure you have your stops. Small position sizes. Don't go in crazy. Calm down. I see it. It's got a W going on over there, doesn't it? Says the Naked Trader. Great. Now I'm going to get canceled. The Naked Trader said, we're going to get canceled. It's a type of pattern. Oh, they're paying attention now. Goodness gracious. But goodness, all right, everybody, that wasn't me. Don't everybody be cool. Don't come at me. All right. TMDE 191, 95%. Anybody making money on TMDE the right way? Thank you. Nice, beautiful stair stepping up. Collect as it goes. Don't get greedy. This is a triple top. So no, I would wait. A double I love. A triple's more cautious. 4 times, right? The more times it taps, the less I like it. Does that make sense? It's kind of like tapping on ice. You're waiting to break through, right? So while it could pull back and a triple top is good, I'm more cautious. You've got the 9 right here, right? If that breaks through that 9, then I'll look at shorting it. Yep, good job. Terry says, love the tapping on ice. I mean, you can, it's just the more times, the more I get cautious. Because think about it. Our perfect setup was the double top. Everything else we do is kind of greedy today, right? Yeah, it's just, yeah, exactly. Yep, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yep, good job. Yeah, it just gets a little sketch, you know what I mean, and it's okay. Yep. Sell or take you're at your 60 to 90% off. Yep. Yep, good job. Good job. Oh boy. Now, see, we're going to get in trouble. Listen to you guys. Knock it off. Who are these random people that are never in my life talking about stuff? Oh boy. Oh boy. Speaking of those, do you remember my movie recommendation from Dusk Till Dawn? Now we're putting 2 and 2 together. Woo! Now we're paying attention. Selma Hayek. Oh my. Okay, where were we? Look at what you did, Nana. Goodness gracious. Which one? Let me take a look. Oh, and you're in a 2-minute EWO to the upside, right? Yeah. Yep, I got you. So this one I talked about a little bit earlier, right? Even with it now sitting on the 2-minute, you don't want to do that because you're coming up to this pre-market high, which is a double top. So, and you can see it hit 271.50. So I want you to think about this for a minute. If we were looking at longing this, right? We want to be above that major area. Okay, you got a little bit of wiggle room between 270, now until then. But for me, it's not enough meat on the bones for me to get involved until after I break new high a day and it continues. Does that make sense? Because the one thing I don't want to do is try to long it here for what, a 28-cent move to the pre-market high and then get my face ripped off, right? But I made 28 cents. I'm the greatest trader. And then it knife drops and you're like, oh, nope. I'd rather on this, again, because now we're coming up to the biggest level of resistance of the day, okay? I don't want to mess with it until I can break and hold that long. Make sense? It is, yep. It's a mini cup and handle, absolutely. And it went all the way down to VWAP, which we always talk about, that little ping pong effect. Always to VWAP, right? Oh, if you're scalping it, I was like, I just went through this trade. Yeah, I got you. Yes, if I was scalping it, yes, I would. Yep, 100%. Absolutely. I'm on it. Hold on. Yep, I see it. Yeah, same with the... Okay. Yeah, let me look. I've got this 232.40 marked for some reason. Oh, that was previous day pre-market. So 232.40 is a critical area of the previous session's pre-market. So that's why I have that marked. But yeah, this is definitely a double top on Amazon now. Everybody see it? Now, you will get your confirmation. The good thing with this one is the 9 is so close. So you'll get your confirmation once that breaks below that 9, right? So on this one, if you were waiting, like right here, normally I'd say, yeah, I'd hammer this double top. This one, I'd actually just wait until it gets below the 9 because it's so close, right? If the 9 wasn't anywhere in there, then I would be like, yeah, I'm just going to short it. But the fact that the 9 is here, let this play out for a minute. Don't try to short this yet. I show a key critical area of 232.40. So when we get closer to 232.40 is when I'm going to be paying attention. To me, that's going to look more like the double top, which I know is weird, but this is going to be a major level for it. And this came back from a day or two ago in the pre-market, right? This is the little nuances that you might not catch. Oh, but coach, you just say a double top and the little thing. No, it's a little bit of a nuance, and there is a little difference. Who was it? Maria asked, Coach, how many decisions do you make before you click buy? And I said about 30, LOL. But I meant it, right? L2, volume, where it is in time, right? What did it do to get there? Is it on any support and or resistance level, right? Is it a double top or a double bottom, right? Like what, you know what I mean? Like I'm calculating, how are the candles? What does it look like? Is there any pattern to this? Is there any news event? You know what I mean? In real time, the whole time, that's what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Trade ya. So, thank you. Love you.
Love you, still live?
Yeah. Oh, yep, I see it. Yeah, 271. Look at what my wife brought me. Look at, this is what I'm talking about. She brings me a Diet Dew. Oh yeah, look at that Apple Perfect double top pullback. Yeah, that's nice. Good job, everybody. Look at this beautiful, super big gulp and some grapes. Don't say grapes too loud. Donna come running in the room. Seedless grapes. Look at that. Is that nice? That's nice. Oh, that's good. I didn't even finish my McDonald's Diet Coke, and she gave me a refresher of the Super Big Gulp Diet Dew. Apple scalpers. Did anybody make any money off that double top? Good job. Good job. Now remember, the first one on this one was the 200, not VWAP. So I collect at the 200, right? We always get whatever one's closest first. Yes? Thank you. So in this case, where normally we go, oh, double top to VWAP. Wrong. On this one, it's double top to the 200. The reason is the 200 MA is before VWAP, so I'll collect my 60 to 90%. If it breaks and holds below the 200, I will go ahead and add back into it. But the 200 is now acting like my VWAP. Make sense? Yep, because that is the second largest level of support and a resistance ever. Amazon. Did I save anybody's ass on Amazon for it not being a good-looking double top? Do you see the difference? And do you see why we look at the... There's just so much more going on. Right? And here's the thing. This is why... Oh, you can get this free training online. That's all bullshit. You're getting this in real time, right? I'm calculating this in real time. You're not going to get this from a PDF file. You're not going to find this in a course that says, oh, you just short the double top. Am I right? That's just not happening. Mark says, grapes. Well, remember, if it's SPY, it's 25 to 40 cents. If we're looking at something like Amazon, which is about a third of its size, we only need to do about 15 to 20 cents, right? Yep, there's not a lot more. I base that on how much it typically moves. Another way, if you just can't, like I don't know. If you're scalping on the 1 minute and you look at Amazon's average true range, it says it's 34 cents. So when in doubt, right now I know this is the average range of how many, and in this case it's 14 candles, but when in doubt, if you just don't know, go off the average true range to give you something. Does that make sense? Because that's telling us what is the average candles. So you already know if it breaks above where you're at and the average candle's 35 cents, I already know don't let it go beyond 35 cents. Does that make sense? That's right. Yeah, because listen, a plan is better than no plan, and at least you've got a line in the sand instead of, well, I hope it does something. You got to come up with something, right? There has to be something that tells you I'm in or I'm out, and you have to just respect it. And you're like, oh, but I wish I would have. None of that shit matters. There's no coulda, woulda, shoulda's, nothing, right? You make the plan, you set it, and that's it, and you stick to it. You don't move it around. Well, I'm going to move the stop, and we'll see. None of that. Good job. Apple, double top. Now remember, so 2-minute EWO riders, I told you do not long this, even though it was on the second 2-minute EWO. Did I or did I not say that? Remember, I said I don't want to get into that, and it has what? 25-cent move and then get my face ripped off? Isn't that exactly what I said? Right? And then you guys asked me a scalp and a double top, and I said, yeah, we want to short it. So I want you to think about that. If I was a scalper who's about to short a double top and I'm a 2-minute EWO rider, would I be wanting to long where everybody, all my buddies who are scalping want to short? Does that make sense? No. Right? And do you see how that kind of, once you understand, you get the whole thing, right? We start to get the big picture of it. Think about it, Mark over here, right? One of the world's greatest futures traders, if not the greatest futures traders now, by the way, in profits. Mark, one of our latest millionaires and one of our amazing futures trainers who's live every day from 2 to 4. He started for years in here with a 2-minute EWO. He started this entire journey. I don't know if you guys know this with the 2-minute EWO. Did everybody know that in here? Yeah, he was not a scalper. That's not how he started. Yeah, he started for years. He retired from his 9-to-5 job at American Dream Trading using the 2-minute EWO strategy. That was basically about the first, I think, year and a half. Mark, you can correct me if I'm wrong. He's in our live chat over on TikTok. So then, that's what I mean. Once you start to get it, once you start to picture it and understand it and how it works and what's going on, right? It'll all start to make sense. So Apple, so it broke through the 200, went all the way down to VWAP. So we were able to add under the 200 to VWAP and we collect again, right? 60 to 90%. Why? Because we're looking for a bounce retracement all the way back to the top. Right? It's just like the old game of ping pong. That's what kind of what we're watching for, isn't it? $270 in the pre-market where it hit a bunch. Yep, that's a major level. Yep, absolutely. Great call. Good eye on that. Excellent, right? I even got it marked on my screen. Now remember, what did I say we could short that under on the 2-minute at the open? Wasn't it exactly 270? Right? So, and there's David, one of the world's greatest stock market traders and trainer. Another one of our recent millionaires. The 270 was a major critical area. So wouldn't it be again? Yep. Yep. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. You're like, hold on a minute. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we're sitting on VWAP and at 270. So now that is a key area. Now, with Apple, the beautiful thing with Apple right here is you got the 9, the 21, the 270, and the 200 sitting here. So if you guys were like, well, what do I do? Right? If right now you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? I can long it above the 200 MA knowing the closer I get to a triple top, but I've got a little bit of room, or I can short it once we get below VWAP, which in this case is going to be around 2, if you look at it, around 269.30-ish. Do you see it? Okay. And then, but the same thing with this one. 269.30 to 269, there's going to be a little bit of traffic. Okay. A little bit of hemming and hawing. And how do I know that? If I go back in time, always go left. Here is my previous day. See this 269? Isn't the previous day low one of our largest levels of support? Anybody in the room? Right? Isn't that one of the main things we mark out for the day? Do we just mark it because we like it, because it looks cool? It's a major level, right? Yep, we do it because it looks cool. So, great. All right, listen, I'm starting to lose my voice, which I don't want to do today because I have so many one-on-ones and mentorships and all that stuff this week. If you guys are serious and you want to join us again, go to our website, American Dream Trading. If I don't care what membership you have, you must register for the class. You can do it in 2 ways. Number 1, if you are not a part of our Discord yet, go to the website, click the big giant button. It says to join a workshop. It's 2 clicks. Click that, click join workshop. Done. That's it. It's going to ask you some questions. Make sure you fill it out. If you leave out your name, you will be kicked out. Don't put in your phone number, you will be kicked out. We have to verify you are a human being. So put it in there, right? Number 2, If you're already a part of our own Discord, in the channels, you see the big sub channel that says American Dream Trading, and below it is the help desk. Right below that says free workshop. Click it. Okay? As soon as you click it, there's a link. Takes you right to the website. It's one click for those of you that are already in Discord. Literally one click. I don't care if you're a diamond, VIP, VIP gold. I don't care what you are. If you want to be in the workshop class, you must register. Go do it now. Those of you that are not a part of anything, I have a throwback sale, $500 for a year of training. By the way, we are $125 a month. You can get a year, $500. You can add on an additional year for $250. Guys and gals, that will save you over $2,200 for 2 years of training with us. This is a throwback sale I'm running just for 2026 to start the year out. Go get it. It's our throwback sale. Okay? Go hit it up. I want to thank everybody that's here. Again, all my moderators. Without all of you, we will not have been able to do any of this. Oh, sorry. I see I got some. Oh, goodness. Oh, what the? Holy crap. Sorry, I was getting messages, but I didn't see it. One of my members, this is crazy. One of my members has been posting all morning to me. He's now up, as of 2 minutes ago, $325,094.80. I believe that now takes him over $17 million in a year at American Dream Trading. Nice job. Who'd like to make $17 million in the last 12 months? Yeah, I'm not doing it. That's just crazy. Good stuff. So real quick, thank you again, all my moderators, and sorry if I miss anybody and they're out of order. I'm working off of our Discord list. So thank you to Bruno, Bucko, Chris, David, Doug, F2, our new moderator, and one of our newest millionaires. Congratulations both ways over there, F2. Nice job. James, Don, Mark, Miranda, Eminem, Palm Coast, Ralph, Richard, Unhappily Housewife, Gilly, and Diesel Dan. Hopefully I didn't leave anybody out. Mount Man. I think he's still doing some of the Zoom sessions. If not, I'll take it out. But anyways, thank you guys again. Thank you to all my military family, anybody that's serving or that has served. We respect you and honor you every single day. Thank you. Appreciate you. Without you guys, we got nothing. Same with all my first responders, firefighters, police officers, teachers, doctors, nurses, and all my truck drivers around the world. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, so, never mind. He says he's 60 grand short of 17 million. My bad. I'm way off. That's awesome. Listen, love your faces. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I know I'm dipping out of here a little early. I got to try to get back into the swing of things and not completely blow out my voice because, as you know, I don't like dead air time. All we like to do is talk, talk, talk. Spy. Watching for that 688.20-ish is where I was talking about if it breaks and holds that I could look at possibly going long, not financial tax or investment advice. Apple hit that double top all the way back down to VWAP. Beautiful trades all day. Did anybody make any money today? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Palm. I just heard Palm. Yay. Good to hear from you, buddy. Good job, everybody. Anyways, love your faces. Thank you for hanging out with me in the old Cybertruck today. I know it was a little different. I know I didn't have all the cool sounds and whistles and all the, smoke and all the stuff that we do. Appreciate you all. Thank you again. Make sure you click the follow. Thank all the moderators every day, all day. They are amazing. They are the best of the best of the best. The best trainers, the best mentors, and clearly the best stock market options and futures traders the world has ever seen before. Thank you. I'm out of here. Moderators, you have control of the board.